I don't really need a band to back me up. But if I forget a line, I make one up. Don't need no stage, don't need no lights, just to put me in the corner and I'll play all night. Hey, if I could do anything better, well, I'd be doing it. Yeah, if I could do anything better, well, I'd be doing it. Thanks, everybody. Well, I had to leave when I was young. I had to roam, I had to run. It's been years since I've been gone. Across the Susquehanna, the place where I call home. But buddy, I go back in my mind. There's something pulling on my line. Sun is setting on a skipping stone. Across the Susquehanna, the place where I call home. Just a midnight swim to the other shore. But when the water falls, you know it pours. She met me there, but I left alone. Across the Susquehanna, the place where I call home. I had to leave her there in the river mud. She said that I was her one true love. She changed her mind, can't you hear her moan? Across the Susquehanna, the place where I call home. Now every river that I've crossed, and every mile that I've lost, it'll bring me around, it'll chill my bones. Across the Susquehanna, the place where I call home. Across the Susquehanna, the place where I call home. Across the Susquehanna, the place where I call home. Thank you very much, everybody. I wrote that song a while back. I've made a good living playing music along the Susquehanna River, from here all the way to western Pennsylvania and upper Pennsylvania, and all the way to Havre de Grace. And Susquehanna River's been very good to me. So I've written a lot of songs over the years about a lot of things, and I see most of you here have heard some of the ones I was going to play, so let's just go with some new ones for my frequent flyers. You had a blaze in your eyes from deep in your soul, and it lit up my sky, got me out of the cold. mercy from strangers on this lonely trail. Kindness of strangers rarely fails. That's a beautiful fire, a beautiful fire. That's a beautiful fire. Let it burn all night long. From ashes come cinders, from a flash to a flame. But if you tend to your embers through the wind and the rain, you'll have a beautiful fire, a beautiful fire. That's a beautiful fire. Let it burn all night long. Spark it up. Shelter from darkness, from one candlelight in an empty apartment can get you through the night. And that's a beautiful fire. That's a beautiful fire. That's a beautiful fire. Let it burn all night long. That's a beautiful fire. That's a beautiful fire. That's a beautiful fire. Let it burn all night long. Let it burn all night long. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. I used to live in a train town, and a lot of times the trains would stop overnight and park. And as you would ride through, these are trains from all over the country and all over the world, I would suppose. And as you'd ride through, you'd see the graffiti on them. And I've always been fascinated with graffiti on trains because you're most likely never going to see that work again. Some of it is absolutely astounding. So this is not to promote graffiti on trains or any other buildings. This is simply an observation. I understand why some people might do it. It's called train graffiti. He lives in the shitty part of the city where there ain't much good to do. Every street is like the other, where he lost his older brother, fought to the hazards of youth. Oh, but he had a talent. He had a spark, not for fortune or fame. He'd sneak out in the dark, 'cause there is more than one way to try and kill the pain. Life goes on like graffiti on a train. Raised in the rough and tumble West Virginia jungle, where the coal cars are all that leave that town. She loves a boy of color, but her pappy prefers another, and filled her head and heart with shame and doubt. Sometimes when things don't make any sense, she'll go and climb through that old barbed wire fence and leave a priceless piece of artwork that she may never see again. Life goes by like graffiti on a train. You can sketch it out in pencil on the back of an envelope. You can paint it on a canvas of desperation's hope. You can carve it out of granite, you can mold it out of clay. Walk on down to the railroad yard with a couple of cans of paint. Life goes on like graffiti on a train. It's the minutes behind every right and wrong. It's the dim time between day and dawn. It's the thin line between black and white. It's made of reds and blues and greens and grays. Life goes by like graffiti on a train. Life goes by like graffiti on a train. Thanks. So I lived a while in Nastyville, Tennessee, and went down there chasing after John Prine and a fellow named Kevin Welch and a couple other songwriters I was big fans of. Big influences of mine. I miss John. John was a huge influence, and I was able to see his last tour. His last United States date, actually, in New York City. My wife took me up there for a surprise, and so I was real glad about that. At least I got to see him one more time. I got to meet him a few times and got to talk with him a bunch, and basically he told me you got to find your own style, you got to find your own way to twist things around, and I've tried to do that ever since. So this song I wrote when I was very, very busy with my band and was gone most of the time. My twins were young, and so I was missing a lot of time. It's called Nowhere. I live up on a hilltop overlooking the state highway. Down in the valley below me, the train goes the other way. I love to hear the trucks roll by and hear that whistle blow. It does my heart good to know there's always someplace left to go. But I ain't going nowhere. There's contrails in the deep blue sky, the planes that I can't see, ships out in the harbor, sailing out to sea. Down at the yellow caution light, the yield is going around from all the cars who can't find their way out of town. But I ain't going nowhere. No, I ain't going nowhere. I think I'll just stay right here. Ain't nothing left for me out there. I ain't going nowhere. They said that I would never live up to my potential. Any success that I may have would be purely consequential. I've spent my whole life writing and playing these songs. What else can I say? I guess they were right all along. I ain't going nowhere. No, I ain't going nowhere. I've already been there. There ain't nothing left for me out there. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. No, son, I ain't going nowhere. Thanks. That was the debut of that song. I didn't think I'd get a little frog in my throat, a lump in my throat, but I did. So I love writing songs. I've written a lot of songs about a lot of things, and the last songwriter night I was invited to, I was third up, and I had to warn him. I said, "Man, people die in my songs." He said, "That's cool. That's cool. Oh, how violently?" But there's no violence in this song. This song is about peace and love, and I wrote this long before the idea of legalization of marijuana came in the state of Maryland, and I'd like to welcome them to the party. If you know the words, sing along. Happy 420 tomorrow. A song called One Hit Weed. Let me get right down to the point. I didn't bring enough to roll a joint. And me and you should probably step outside, 'cause this shit's stinking like a skunk walks by. Let's disappear and go get what we need. 3 or 4 hits of that one hit weed. I got a pipe if you got a light. Hey man, got a light? When we come back, we'll be feeling alright. I feel you, man. A couple bees buzzing around the tops of our heads. I can't remember what you just said. What? Order me a beer, I'll try to sing on key. After 3 or 4 hits of that one hit weed. Yeah, this ain't no joke. A cloud of blue smoke follows me wherever I go. But I try to keep it cool. I ain't nobody's fool. I don't think nobody knows. That one little hit just ain't enough for me. I'm wanting 3 or 4 hits of that one hit weed. That's right. Now they used to measure bags by the width of our hands, the 3 fingers, people. And now they cut it out and sell it by the gram. $27.50 for the good shit. But around here, buddy, everything is fine. 'cause this time of year is a harvest time. Hey man, you gonna keep them seeds? I'll trade you 3 or 4 hits of that one-hit weed. Yeah, this ain't no joke. A cloud of blue smoke follows me wherever I go. I try to keep it cool, I ain't nobody's fool. I don't think nobody knows. And one little hit just ain't enough for me. I'm a wanting 3 or 4 hits of that one-hit weed. 3 or 4 hits of that one-hit weed. Hey, it's almost legal in the state of Pennsylvania. 3 or 4 hits of that one-hit weed. One-hit weed. Thank you. Happy 420. And I'll play one for Easter too. Sometimes you find yourself in life maybe not satisfied with what you have. And like my friend Rob was saying, I'd like to thank him for his set. It was very good, very excellent songs. Sometimes you're not happy with everything you have and you always want more, and you need to learn to, something happens to make you appreciate what you do have. And that's what was going on with me when I wrote this song. It's called The Rains Came. Actually, the correct title of the song is 1,000 Shades of Green, and this goes out to my friend John Fogerty. I'm suffering from a case of first worditis. Let me regroup. This is a song called 1,000 Shades of Green, and I'll send this out to my friend John Fogerty. From the sweat upon my brow and my calloused hands, all I've ever done is try and work this land. Sometimes she's been fertile, sometimes she's turned lean. Storm clouds always gather every time I've tried to leave, waiting on the angels' tears to fall on this hard ground. No matter how dry it gets, I have always found that the rains came, fell upon my face, washed all the dirt of sin, the dust of all disgrace. The rains came and rinsed my body clean, burned all the browning in my soul to 1,000 shades of green. The rains came. You got food upon your table and a warm place to sleep. Then do the best you're able with the promises you keep. A single drop of water on the desert sand fell down from the sky and through the canyon land, down from the mountains and on out to sea. If only to rise up again, if only to repeat. The rains came, fell upon my face, washed all the dirt of sin, the dust of all disgrace. As the rains came, rinsed my body clean, turned all the browning in my soul to 1,000 shades of green. The rains came, the rains came, the rains came. Thank you, thank you. Thanks a lot. Well, let's see here. I think about this song every time I drive towards Bel Air from any direction. It's called Deeper in the Wood. Well, one fine day I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna ride away. Gonna get behind the wheel, gonna let 'em roll. I'm going where the roads ain't paved. I'm gonna find me an old creek bank, pitch my tent, gonna build my fire. Gonna sit up on a rock, gonna get a little game and lay down when I get tired. Gonna warm my face in that morning sun, quench my thirst from a babbling brook. And when I get to feeling like I'm crowded in, gonna head a little deeper in the woods. I'm gonna head a little deeper in the woods. All I'll ever need I will carry on my back. Mother Nature, she will abide. I'm salt of the earth, I can live off the land. My Father, he will provide. Gonna warm my face in that morning sun, quench my thirst from a babbling brook. When I get to feeling like I'm crowded in, gonna head a little deeper in the woods. I'm gonna head a little deeper in the woods. It's the pines in the winter, it's the rivers in the spring, green fields in the summertime. When the mountain colors begin their autumn fall, it makes it all worth the climb. Gonna warm my face in that morning sun, quench my thirst from a babbling brook. When I get to feeling like I'm crowded in, gonna head a little deeper in the wood. I'm gonna head a little deeper in the wood. Gonna head a little deeper in the wood. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Deeper in the wood, deeper in the wood, everybody. Well, this is certainly a lot of fun. I always love playing up here. right, this wasn't planned. I haven't tried it, but I've never had a chance to get a recording of this song, so I don't know if I'll be able to get through it or not. Let's give it a shot. All right. Well, I couldn't sleep at all last night. My next door neighbor was having a fight. Me and the missus heard every word they said. There's something about cheating and something about lying, something about somebody not even trying to live up to the vows they made when they were wed. Well, what started out as kind of funny, it turned to the worst when my darling honey said that she agreed with that woman's point of view. And you know me, I just had to let her know that I knew better. They could get along if she just did what he told her to do. And there was trouble in the trailer park. I just heard my old hound dog bark. Don't let your kids out after dark. There's trouble in the trailer park. There's trouble in the trailer park. So there we were, fighting about them. It must have been some kind of trailer trend. We began to hear voices from the other side. About the time that we'd settled down, lot 6 or 8 would start another round. Wish we could have got that acre with a double wide. Well, around midnight I got tired of this. Thought I'd go and pay a little visit. Ain't that what a good neighbor's supposed to do? Well, I turned a corner and what did I see? Both my trailer neighbors coming after me. What could I say, but I was just a-coming after you. And there was trouble in the trailer park. I just heard my old hound dog barking. Don't let your kids out after dark. There's trouble in the trailer park. There's trouble in the trailer park. They used to be my best friends. I hope we make up by the weekend. 'Cause I just saw the weatherman show. What do you know? Tornadoes, tornadoes. Trouble in the trailer park. I just heard my old hound dog bark. Let your kids out after dark. There's trouble in the trailer park. 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 I think I got through it. I'm not sure. Thank you, thank you. All right, I play, let's see here. So sometimes when I don't really call it writer's block. I call it, I ain't got nothing to say. I went years without writing songs, without even trying to write songs. I just didn't have an urge and didn't have a... So sometimes when I am in a creative mood, I'll do different exercises. This particular song was written as an exercise to get as many inner rhymes as I possibly could and still make sense. I think I'm gonna drop it down a key. There we go. It's key of D for those keeping track. Every day's a brand new page when it's written by kings and sages. Every curse you have earned through all your phases and stages. Every grind of the gears of time in your mind are spent seeking and hiding. With every choice you use your voice, and that's the difference between living and dying. Lorelei, while we're waiting at the well of mercy. Some will drown, some kneel down, some will just stay thirsty. If every craving that you've been saving is whipping in the wind of desire, gather your tinder, stir your embers, and set yourself on fire. Thank you, Lorelei. All right, I guess I'll do one more, two more. What we got, Mike?
Yes, and I would request that you would do the first song you did over again, because there was technical difficulties with the audio for like the first half of the song. So
Sure. I didn't like it anyway. I didn't like that version anyway. I was trying to play some new stuff for my friend Peter here. Peter's been heard. People often ask me what's my process for writing, and I can't really answer that. They come in all kinds of ways. I've had to pull over on the side of 95 to finish a song. Some of them I work on for years and years and years, and they never really seem finished. Some of them I work on and they come through in minutes, and they're usually the best ones. Some of them are just exercises that happen to stick around, and so here's a new one. I've had a few health issues over the last couple of years. Can't work in my so-called chosen profession anymore, so I'm wanting to write a little song about it. Ain't in it for the money, ain't in it for the fame, ain't in it for the neon, for flashing my name. Ain't in it for the women, ain't in it for the booze, ain't in it for the drugs, unless I get to choose. Hey, if I could do anything better, well, I'd be doing it. I could dig a ditch, hurts my back, drive this train right off of this track. Well, I can swing a hammer in a hot day sun, still make it to my gear when the work day's done. Hey, if I could do anything better, well, I'd be doing it. Pedals, don't need no loops. Give me bass and treble, I'll play for you. If I forget a line, I'll make one up. I don't need no stage, don't need no lights. Just put me in the corner and I'll play all night. Hey, if I could do anything better, well, I'd be doing it. If I could do anything better, I'd be doing it. Thanks. That's fun to play. I'm not really sure how my wife feels about that song yet. Yeah. No, I've got an outstanding wife, and she sends her love to each and every one of you. One more, Mike? Yes, sir. All right, so somebody did request I play this one, so we'll give it a shot. This is a song I wrote about growing up and getting old in the same small town. Word spreads. Well, I saw Widow Brown at the liquor store, picking out a bottle of wine. Old man Clark was parked in the dark, waiting and watching the time. It ain't been 6 months since she put her husband in the ground. I guess word spreads like lakes in this town. Blinking lights late last night at the Spread Eagle Estates. Some old boy got all fired up because he didn't like his dinner plate. But his wife dialed 911 before he could burn the trailer down. Word spreads like a water in this town. Say what you will, hear what you want to hear. I've been picking grapes off these vines for years. Now do you remember Cletus? He never meant no harm. He's worked his entire life down at the Amish farm. He got caught in a compromising position with a cow. Word spreads like butter in this town. Say what you will, hear what you want to hear. I've been picking grapes off these vines for years. Now do you remember Brenda? She left the home when she was 17. Some said that she got pregnant, some said that she OD'd. The last time that we spoke, she said she was anywhere else bound. I guess word spreads like wings in this town. Say what you will, hear what you want to hear. I've been picking grapes off these vines for years. And talk is cheap, and word on the street says you've been shooting off at the mouth. Remember, word spreads like a shotgun in this town. Word Word spreads like forgiveness in this town. Word spreads like grace in this town. In this town. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thank you.